Nice.
Hey guys, welcome back to another Riot Atlas video. So today we're playing Teamfight Tactics. I was streaming this game without my camera or mic on, so I'm going to go back today and talk about my mindset, maybe in retrospect, things I could have done differently, but towards the end things got pretty crazy, so you definitely want to stick around to the end. So without further ado, let's dive into it. Alright. So this game had a pretty good start at the beginning. I've loved the set so far with the portals, but truthfully I have my favorites. Piltover the University gives augments to be prismatic. I can't remember if it's the first one or all of them, but prismatic games just always end up really wonky. So definitely you can see I'm not alone in this. A lot of people love it, and so we'll see what happens here though. So far, I'm still in high plat. I'm trying to get to diamond for the first time, but with that, you know, I'm in lobbies that's more meta built, so you can kind of have the freedom to do whatever you want, and if you're not going with the meta. I will say it's really hard in the very beginning if you're playing this game for the first time to not to do the meta. That's how I started learning. You just kind of pick a comp and try to build it every time, and it wins, and you have fun. But it just takes time, honestly, learning the characters, the traits, the items. But I love it. Alright, so this shop was kind of crazy. We got 2-star Aurelia right off the gate, which I love Piltover, so whenever there's a chance to go Piltover, I always take it. Normally my legend, if you look over on the right side, you can see my character with the yellow bar, 100 health. It has Poro as the legend beside it. Legends this set has been real interesting, so I'm excited to see if they keep it or not. Because he's hinted at they'll just see kind of how it takes. But I usually play Earth, which is like a trait-based legend. And so here I picked Poro just because I wanted some random games, so we'll see. Maybe we can get a Piltover game. So, got a challenger star in the 2-star Aurelia. I'm just picking pairs, seeing kind of what the game's trying to, let me play. So, picking strong units, keeping in the back of my mind to get that 10 gold like you saw there. So, kind of building, econing appropriately. I always try to emphasize getting 10 gold as early as you possibly can, so you don't have to catch up later. It gives you more gold for your units. We did get a duplicator, which is pretty strong early on. Okay, Cruel Pact, Shurima Crown, Wandering Trader. I played Cruel Crown a lot, and so I wanted to try something fun. I don't play this too often, but it just looks fun. You get 3 traits. Again, like I said, I usually pick Earth. I'm a big trait guy. And so here we got Slayer, Challenger, and Targon, which is interesting because all those traits are like you can get 6 Slayer, you can get 8 Challenger, you can get 4 Targon. So there's lots of champions who have these, who has these slots. So I'm thinking about selling their Oriana right now, which I probably will in a minute. I don't really need her. She's just a strong unit. Get the Slayer in. Now I got 3 Slayer in because I have the Target Dummy, Kled, and the Kaisa. Not the Kaisa. Kale, sorry. So we'll just play with this, see what we hit, keeping in mind those auctions we have. I don't really know in-game what we're looking at this point. I think we're just going to focus on getting Challenger and Slayer units, and depending on how strong they are, we'll go accordingly. I did get a 1-item start, which isn't great. So, we're okay with losing, so we have the higher priority on our items when it comes to the carousel and stuff like that. So, trying to think at this point. Gwen, I love Gwen. She's a great Slayer. Challenger, obviously there's Kaisa and Yasuo. I won't spoil how the end happens. Well, I guess with the thumbnail, it happens. We high roll pretty hard this game, and so it turns into a pretty nasty comp towards the end. There's also a late void start, but I mean, at this point, obviously, we have our direction. Things for the tier depends. So if we're going Kaisa, tiers, there's Hodge, Static Shiv's good. I like Sojin on her. And so some people may be watching this video, it's like he's speaking a different language right now. I'll try to break it down as we kind of go through this early game and there's not much happening. So there's AD and there's AP champions. So AD is attack damage and then AP is attack power. I like to think of it as like there's magic people and then there's like attack people with bows and swords and axes and stuff like that. That's the attack people, and the magic people are like sorcerers and then spell like cast spells and shields themselves and all this stuff. And so there's items that fit really well into AD or AP comps. Tiers are always really good for AP. That gives you extra mana. Bows, swords, sometimes cloaks are really good for AD. And so with the Slayer, Challenger, Targon, Targon is more so magic, but can be both. It's a flexible trait. But the Slayer and Challenger definitely are, I would say, more AD, but it really just depends on the champion. So, again, I think we're just going to see what we hit and go from there. This and another game, which hopefully will be up on my channel soon, and if it's not, it will be soon. We're the only first that I got this day, but again, it was really, really fun. I started playing TFT back in 7.5, and I felt like that was a good set just to learn the basics, but I've had friends who played from the beginning, and all around, just really good at the game. So I'm thinking about what I want. I end up going with a Hodge. I look at the spatula to see what I could have made, and I regret it immediately because it's like, oh, I could have made a Slayer Challenger emblem with that. You can make both if you have a bow or a glove. So I really bit myself for that one. So kind of wanted a Hodge. Started now. I have a 2-star KO, and she's a AP carry. So I wouldn't be surprised if I went ahead and slammed this Hodge on her now. Kind of picking up some more pairs at the bottom. Thinking about what could this comp turn into. I picked up some Freljord units. I'm thinking about Targon. There's a Phelios, which is a 4-cost Targon. He's a Deadeye, so trying to think about Deadeyes I could do with him. I decided not to slam here, which is fine. I'm 2 rounds from Krugs, which is the AI round. You don't face a player, and you get items and gold on that. So I think we wait and see what we get there. Wait and see what we get there to kind of commit our items. So we'll wait. Again, our lobby's pretty strong. I'm already at 70 health or 69 health, which is not great. The next person up was 90 health, now 86. So obviously I am rapidly dropping quickly. I should have scouted a little bit better just to make sure no one was contesting. But so far who I've played, I haven't seen anything that was of concern. So I'm at 0% for 4 stars right now. I'm at level 4. I think I'm focusing on getting that econ up. Got one more round, start leveling up. Maybe just continue to lose streak, keep that lose streak gold. Now you can see I'm trying to look for what I could potentially make as a comp here. So got Targon, Tarek and Soraka, and they're both AP carries. And then there's a Phelios, he's the Deadeye. Shin is an Invoker and a Bastion, so he's great with Tarek and Soraka. Kale's a Slayer, kind of gives that Slayer, that's another Slayer, Kled, and that's another one. So we also have 2 Ionia, so then it's like, do we go Yasuo Challenger? So far, looks like I'm trying to go for mainly Slayer. That's kind of where my head's at this point. Again, strong lobby, so a lot of win streakers. I got help. You know, I'm not too worried about it. We'll see what the next augment is. I'm just looking to get gold and trying to level up fast. So we'll just kind of see what kind of items and stuff we get. But picked up Shadow Isles, thinking about future Gwen that I might get, being able to pivot to a Gwen carry right out of the gate. I have all 1-stars besides my Kale, so sometimes I worry about losing Krugs if I'm too weak, so I like to bunch up my people on one side to make sure they all target a Krug. Alright, Bow and Cloak is interesting here. We get third item, a belt. Okay. Guard Breaker, Redemption. I don't really like Zephyr and ZZ Rod, so. Now we got Freljorden, Reposition, got 2-star Irelia, which is really good. So we'll see what items I slam here. Truthfully, I haven't watched this game back in a minute, so. Low key, it's like watching somebody else play. I forgot all the moves specifically, so should be fun. But so far, definitely this has been my favorite set. It's kind of griefing waiting on my items, but I think I just wait one round. I mean, at this point, I think I'm gonna win, so it's not like I'm gonna slam anything. So also, Kale is level 6 now, and how that unit works specifically, she actually what's the word I'm looking for? Not level up. As you level up, so like 6 and 9, she gets stronger. So she's casting every turn with her sword, throwing her daggers or whatever, and then level 6, every 3 casts that she throws, there's like a wave of magic that she does, and then level 9, like she's casting that wave every single time she throws. Alright, getting a Deathblade, Edge of Night, I like Portable Forge, seems pretty fun. Alright, looking at these items, thinking Slayer, Challenger, I don't know. Kaisa, does she do well with that? I don't know. Hullbreaker's a pretty safe bet. At this point, it's kind of like, alright, I need to start slamming stuff. And so, I don't know who I remember. Somebody, I put it on Ashe. It's an item carry for now. Hodge, Hullbreaker. What will I do with these items? I think I save them. By the Jarvan, he's a really good early unit because he'll jump up on the board, slam into like the biggest group of people, and it'll like freeze them. So that's what CC means, crowd control. I'll mention it a lot on my streams. If you get CC'd, then basically your units are frozen or stuck for a few seconds and they can't do anything. So it's pretty powerful, especially late game, if you get a good unit who can CC. So we actually hit the Gwen super early, a great high roll. So I go ahead and pivot the Ashe, put the Hullbreaker items on her, because I was thinking about her in the beginning when I had the Slayer and had these items. She's a great like carry early on. So exactly what I wanted. At this point, I expect us to win a lot. Having high rolled her. I even put in the Shadow Isles to help Gwen out, so Gwen's going to carry me to stage 3 for sure. Possibly into stage 4. This person also has a Gwen though. I think my last item would like to be either Ionic Spark or Jeweled Gauntlet or something like that. We'll say Callista is a good what's the word I'm looking for? Counter for Gwen, because Callista, she's throwing all these spears into people, and oh man, if I can get that spatula Gwen, that's gonna be clutch. Alright, he doesn't get it. I think I'm good here. Got it. So I'm looking, look, I got the Challenger emblem now. Or I could wait for another Slayer emblem with the glove. So, just kind of depends. I do have the Viego in, which I don't know if he's 2-starred. I don't think he is. So it's kind of... I think I should put in that... what's his name? Morkai, I think? Maokai? It's Maokai. Alright, so then do I do Challenger Kaisen? Challenger Gwyn, sorry. There we go. Take him out. Honestly, I'd sell Viego. I don't think we're going for Shadow Owls. Actually, hang on to the spatula in case potentially we hit a Slayer emblem. So now we're redoing the board, seeing what we can hit. So I got my 2 Shadow Owls. I got Slayer active right now with the dummy. So maybe I do go 4 Shadow Owls to help him out. That's Challenger as well. It's 2 Challenger. Slayer, Kale, Kled, Zed. So I'm really right now hard focusing on Gwyn because I'm really close to a 3-star. I also still have my duplicator on my bench. I never used it. So at this point, I think in my head, I would look for Callista to 3-star quickly. So I think that's my mindset of holding it. We'll see what I actually do. But yeah, 3-5, still keeping my duplicator. I mean, it's like, who am I really going to 3-star at this point? So, come on, Dean, by the Callista. No. Could have had a 3-star or a 2-star already. That's definitely a misplay. I think I got tunnel vision there. Alright, 4 Slayer, 4 Challenger. Keeping my Shadow Owl units on the bench just in case I pivot back to 4 Shadow Owls, but I got 2 right now. I don't have to have Targon. I mean, the extra healing and shielding is pretty nice on Gwyn at the moment. Targon basically just provides a team-wide bonus of extra healing, extra shielding. And again, there's a lot of great websites, I think, for looking up. That's what I do before every set. Like, everything's new to me and crazy. Oh! Yeah, I didn't think they were winning that one. Alright. I think we're looking for a glove for the spatula and a rod for Ionic Spark. Oh, what a shot. Watch this. I might 2-star right here. Come on. Do it. Do it. Do it. What are you going to use it for, man? There ain't nobody else. Most of your folks are forward cost. Teamfight Tactics and then Mobilytics are great websites that I use for creating team comps. You can see what the meta builds are. You can see what augment. Oh, we did go to gloves, so that's good. And another challenger. This might be just a huge high roll game. So I did commit to the Slayer emblem, which I think helps. So I'm looking for a Zed at the moment. Oh, and a high roll to Aatrox. Are you kidding me? Yeah, 6 Slayer is kind of nasty. So I'm looking at these items, I'm just like, oh my goodness. I don't know what to do. But anyways, before every set, I go to one of those websites and I just study up on all these traits, what they mean, think about what could that mean if I put in a lot of them or some of them or a combination, and read about the units, what they do specifically. And in game you can do that, but just sometimes a lot of things are happening really fast. You don't really have time to learn. So I think it's good just to do your research beforehand before doing ranked or whatever. Alright, Gifts from the Fallen, Infusion, I don't really need mana. Yeah, I just take the Tome and the component, try to get another Slayer or Challenger. There we go. At this point I think I'm thinking, do I do the Targon or the Shadow Out? Like, these are all pretty solid. Even Juggernaut for Aatrox. but I'm going for what the title of this video says. So I commit to the challenger bit, which I haven't done with Aatrox before. I thought was interesting. I have this extra bow and rod. I'm just like, I'm not going to use it. Why not slam this easy rod? Get a little bit more time. But in hindsight, I don't think I really needed to do that. I mean, challenger, when an opponent dies, you like crank up your attack speed. So it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like, what's the point? Like, we'll see if she really dies, if it even matters. Look at Aatrox go, man. Just chomping away. Swing, 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 swing. Oh, did Aurelia die? Okay, well, she did die, so I guess it was kind of useful there. I can't, you know, at this point I can't believe I hit an Aatrox. We're at 6 Slayer on 4-2 with an Aatrox. Aatrox Challenger it's crazy. I still have this dumb duplicator. I'm still hitting Targon, but at this point I'm just kind of like, it's not really worth it. So now I got 6 Challenger. 6, wow. I just hit. Alright. So I get Ionia Slayer in, which I think is a big boost, especially with the Yasuo 2. So there's multiple carries in this comp now. There's Gwen, who was our original, and there's Aatrox now, Challenger. And if I get items on Yasuo, he's a carry. And then even Kalista a little bit. If I were to manage have an extra Rage Blade, I put on her for the squishy units and where it would kill people. But these fights are just not even close at this point. Like, Aatrox is cleaning up people. It's pretty nasty, I'm not gonna lie. At this point, it's like, I don't know. Who let me cook? Not sure. I was the guy at the bottom of the team, and it's just, sometimes I like to lose streak, because like now I get all the items I want. So I think we're looking to complete Gwen. I think we're going to do the Ionic Spark. So Ionic Spark, Gwen's an AP unit. So Ionic Spark is an item you put on your unit, and then whenever you go to your enemy units, it's like everyone within a 2 hex range gets their magic resistance is shred. So their defenses are up, and that item that you put on there shreds those defenses, so you can do more damage as magic dealers. So I'll kind of show you on this next fight. She has her scissors and she'll snip people, and then that little circle that she does, the blue, is kind of like her radius, I think, and does like damage as well, not as much, but we'll see. So at this point, you're wondering how the heck does he hit 8 Challenger? Well, again, I think I'm Chef Boyardee in this video, just cooking up different rounds. So I kind of like to do that. It's a little mental game of being like, oh, I'm so weak in the beginning, and then fight them in the butt. I mean, these fights are over before we even know it. Yeah, not even fair. If you ever do want a video on, you know, me just talking through the super duper basics of this game, let me know, because I was taught that way. I had a really good resource, just watching YouTubers and stuff kind of teach me, and there's not really a big target for new players coming in. I feel like it's pretty hard. You just kind of use the website to base off comps, but I would love to kind of continue to do these types of videos. And maybe I just like walk through and play my own, and kind of things to pay attention to and how to do it. So anyways, I think we're looking pretty good in the spot. It's hard to see with everything going on, but you see Gwen at the top up here. That big blue circle she had. Doing a lot of magic damage here, but Aatrox, I mean, he's just killing it. He's all AD, so that's what that orange line was in the damage. And he's just turning up. He can be a tank, he can be a carry, he can be anything you want to be. He's really, really good. Alright, so yeah, we 2-star him. Finally use it 4-7. Good job, Dean. Hit a Z2. That'll make a big difference. Got Samira. So Samira's a challenger. I think Kais and Samira are the last two. So we could pivot at any point. If we level up, we can pivot to a challenger and 5 Slayer. So we'll just kind of see what happens. Get some nice gold. Try to econ back up. Another bow, sword. I think Bloodthirster's a really, really good item on Aatrox, so I go ahead and slam that. Bloodthirster is a healing item, so it's called Omnivamp, and basically that heals your unit back up. I think it's pretty crucial. That's what Hodge is on Gwen Scissor Girl, the orange little item. There's different kinds of healing items. Some are better for magic damage carries, and some are better for AD. This is better for the AD. So I think we're looking pretty good at this point. Big upgrades would be Aatrox 2 would be nice, and then just leveling up, honestly. So let's see. I mean, Targon could also be nice, doing some extra healing and shielding, because we do have 2 carries who like healing. But again, these fights are not close. I mean, nobody at this point's really challenged us too much at this point. Two Cassantes, which is nice, but it doesn't really fit anywhere in our comp. So I think I may pass on this. Again, if you're interested in watching more content like this and me kind of talk through what I'm thinking and come out with crazy comps like this, for sure, follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv, right_Atlas_. We'd love to have you join. This arguably has been one of my most fun games I've had all year. It may be the best game I've had all year. Just a high roll and just the fun part of it. So that's why I like doing this now, being able to post these videos to go back and watch down the line and future sets of when I used to be good. But yeah, I think we're in a good spot here. 60 to level up. So we have 32 health. We're win streaking every time. So I'm thinking we just keep on rolling until we lose, and then we could send it, or just until we have a lot of gold and we feel ready to level up. At this point, I'm just looking, make sure nobody has any Zephyrs positioning wise. I'm really bad about that. Not scouting. That's something I can do better job of, is scouting. Think about how other comps conflict against mine. Positioning is a big part of this game. I mean, it's an auto chess game, so understandably. I mean, these fights, I do like Challenger 2, because as soon as you get a kill, you just ramp up really quickly. You don't even give the other team a chance to get online. You know, you're ending fights before they even begin, really. Alright, so let's see. Any items? Tank items, could do like a Zeke's to make them go even faster. Noxus, I'm not really playing. Maybe a Sunfire for anti-heal. Or a Zephyr. Zephyr could be good. That's what I'm pointing at right now. He takes it. I think I gotta go for the anti-heal. Yep, so this is a tank item. And basically all the people that they touch or surrounded by starts burning, and they cannot heal back up after they're burnt. So I think I'm pointing here that after the dragon, I'm going to send it. I'm leveling up now. I forgot how much gold right there, just that I have, but got a little bit to go. Yeah, I'm very happy at this point. I mean, we're literally like 20 or 30 health below it the whole lobby, and now we haven't lost, and now we're completely in first. That is a good feeling. Alright, let's see. We can kill this Yasuo. Aatrox starts spinning and chomping. Oh, kill him. Dude, this Shin. Alright, he's dead, but maybe a little late. Our whole thing is that we wanted to end fights. Alright, Aatrox is dead. See if Gwen can finish it up. Alright, she's snipping. Alright, she's dead, but Aatrox is back. Okay. He heals. He slams. We win. That's the thing about Aatrox. It's just insane. It's once he dies, he sends like the sword or something to the nearest ally, and if they're alive for like 6 seconds or 7 seconds or something, he'll come back like with part of his health. Oh, we're full sending it now. Aatrox 2. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. So we have 2-star everything, and we go 8 challenger. So 8 challenger Aatrox right now is what I'm running. That's what I did. That was the big pivot I had in my roll down. I didn't wait till the PvE round, but low key after this fight, I'm kind of glad I did what I did. Oh man, that Bel'Veth is just big. She just healed up so fast. She just did 8,000 damage there. But I'm glad I knocked them out of the lobby, so I don't have to worry about them again. So I think leveling up and rolling for Aatrox 2 is the difference there. I think I would have lost that fight, and maybe this game would have gone a lot differently if I lost that. At this point, you know, I got 3 Aeonius, maybe Yasuo items. Kaisa items if I get level 2, Rageblade and Callista. Those items on Aurelia that could help Aatrox would be good, like a Zeke's or Protector's Vow. We'll see what items we get here. But I think it's safe to say this game's pretty much over. So sell those items, make 20 gold. Aatrox, take that. I don't know how realistic Aatrox 3 is. Yasuo, I mean, alright, 2-star. I do need Kaisa. I'll take that. Roll a little bit. Don't need Bruiser. Don't need these folks. Roll. We got 2 pairs now. Kaisa and Samira. It's Gwen 3, so I'll buy that. Let's pop our item. Zeke's could be good. War Monks could be good. More health. I think I take the Zeke's for more attack speed. More attack speed, because that's what we need. So I just need 1 unit to die. 1 unit to die. Alright, he died. Aatrox is getting low health, but he's healing. As soon as he gets ramped up, he'll start chopping away again. Just heal all the way back up. Alright. This comp is pretty busted. Once Aatrox starts going with his axe, he'll start going and going and going again. It's insane. If we can hit Gwen 3, that would be pretty nuts. Don't know how likely it is, but it would be cool. Yasuo, Targon. I could go Targon now and do extra healing. I could do Slayer. So I dropped down from 8 challenger to 6 challenger. Especially because I have 1 stars. I may have to 2 stars Samira, but that's not going to do anything. I think I'll just hang out here for a minute till we'll see. Again, Targon extra shielding and healing, but it's mostly for healing for Aatrox and Gwen. That would be useful. Alright. Holy cow, look at that shield on Shin. Shin Shadow Isles is like one of the most busted things I think I've ever seen. I think I just get stuck here. Who's their carry? Callista. Look at that damage that Callista is just ramping up. Yeah, there's no shot. We weren't getting past that shit in this round. 10-15. 2-star. So I think I try the challenger again. I don't think I'm gonna do Soraka. Yeah, at this point, Aatrox 3 is not really realistic. I don't really know how to get stronger though. So they have 3 stars, Noxus. It's gonna be a tough one. Strong lobby. I think in this video there's some Discord sounds. It makes me look every time. Alright, Aatrox needs to get ramped up. He's swinging. Oh, he's gonna get stuck on this girl. Oh, heal. Alright. He's barely alive. Alright, now he's dead. Now he's dead. Gwen, you got me? And I think Aatrox would come back anyways. Yeah. So you can see. Oh, I think I'm. It's gone. You can see she had like some effect on her. So I'm looking at this spatula and I have a bow. So I have Challenger. If I can get that, that'd be huge. It's a misplay on him for not seeing it. Now I can go Challenger on Kale. And guess what that makes? 8 Challenger, 6 Slayer. The title was not bait. It did happen. So having a 3-star unit's also pretty cool, but it wasn't able to hit that. I think this is pretty much gonna be the last fight either way. They're trying to shroud. So we'll see if they move that. Again, their thing is just attack speed. They do have the 2-star Senna now though. So that is a little bit scary. We'll see. Hopefully we can mow down the Shin. We have 6 Slayer, 8 Challenger. If this doesn't do anything, I don't know what does. Though we are stuck on Shin right off the gate, which is not great. I mean, we were barely getting through that. Okay, now he's just gone. Deleted. Gwen's chopping at the back line. Chop, dead. GG. Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like down and let me know if you're interested in the future. See you guys next time.